What's going on, people? Aiden here. Today we're going to be having a look at Francis Ngannou for Undisputed, and here he is on the screen right now against my Mike Tyson CAF, which is also on the channel. Thank you all so much for the support as always, and for the suggestions as well. So yeah, Francis Ngannou is definitely one I wanted to get to, given that he's had a recent kind of couple of bouts in boxing on the boxing scene. So yeah, this is my CAF formula. I kind of teased it in an earlier video, and I've just tweaked it a bit more now and just given him sort of fuller cheeks and fixed the eyebrows as well. Worked on the ears a bit more, worked on the jaw as well. So the eyes as well, yeah, I've worked on quite a bit on this one, so hopefully you guys are going to like this one. And here's Mike Tyson. So this is my final version of Mike Tyson. He's on the channel as well, and like I said, in the future I'm going to be looking to use this formula as a sort of base template to try and get one that's going to be post-prison Mike, with the tattoos, but just like I think that was like mid-career. Is that mid-career Mike, you know, before he fought Lennox Lewis and them lot? So I'm gonna try and make a version like that as well with Mike, and I've got an older version of Mike on the channel for anyone who wants to check that out. Feel free to check that out, and probably you already know about it. But anyway, here's Francis Ngannou making an entrance into the game. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with this one, and you know, Francis is one of my favorite fighters as well, so it's an absolute pleasure to add him to the game. I had a little scrap with him earlier against Mike, and yeah, I've given him decent amount of power. Mike's got decent power as well, so let's just see how these lot kind of start this fight off, and then we'll jump into the CAF formula as usual. If you've got any suggestions, drop them in the comments and I'll see what I can do for you guys. And yeah, like I say, man, thank you so much for the support. It's been an absolute pleasure this year serving the community, and yeah, I think we've done the right job this year. Let's see how next year goes. And yeah, this is Mr. Francis Ngannou making an entrance onto the scene against Mike Tyson. Happy New Year, everyone, and let's just see how this one goes, man. See if we can get some fireworks early. Mike staring him down. Francis is not even making eye contact because he knows that's Mike Tyson, bro. Like, he can't disrespect Mike. So here we go, both of them making an entrance here. Mike's got the peekaboo style. They both got the high guard going on the high block, and Francis going in straight with the shots and trying to land some stuff early. And I've given him a decent amount of speed as well and power, so he should hopefully be able to do some damage. But I think it's on the health side where I've like dropped him down a little bit. So let's see what's going to happen here, man. I think Francis should obviously be fighting that range, but he seems to be going on the inside as well. So oh yeah, man, Mike's got the decent shots right there. So that was a nasty shot, bro. Honestly, you see that sweat just flying, like. So yeah, man, let's see if this is, I want to watch the rest of this, but I'm gonna leave it as a teaser, man. I hope you guys enjoy this. So if you want to see me do any fights between any of the CAFs that I've got, maybe I should do a little video like that at some point. But anyway, let's leave it as a teaser. So yeah, let's jump in now to the CAF formula, and yep, here he is, man. Francis Ngannou. Ivan Drago should be on the channel. I don't know which way around I'm going to upload it, whether Francis is coming first or Ivan's coming first, but both of them should be on the channel relatively one after the other. So gender, man, we're going to be jumping in at weight class 50% heavyweight, reach 100%, body mass 0. In hindsight, maybe I would have started with body mass like 5 or 6 and then worked on it from there, but if I change it now, it's just going to mess up his face, so I'm just going to leave it like that. So yeah, this is the version of Francis we got, and I think in real life he might even have more reach than that, but this is what we've ended up with. So let's have a look now at the head. So for the presets, left at the default one. For the head, we're going to be jumping in here, and yeah, this is basically what I've done from the side. If you want to have a look as well, kind of looking like that. So neck width, put it at 100, so he's got like a beefy neck. Lower face wise, one thing that I would like to be able to do is maybe make the facial hair darker. I don't know if I could even, I mean, like, just to be more pronounced. I don't know if I can do that via the colors, so we can have a quick look at that. Actually, that just popped into my head. But like on UFC 5, for example, I'd put more tattoos on to make his beard, like, you know, stick out a little bit more, because it's kind of fading in, whereas I want like a fuller kind of what is it called, a goatee, is it? Yeah, so I want that to be a bit fuller. But other than that, I think it looks alright. It's the right kind of facial hair for Francis, so we're all good there. So let's have a look now at the next section, which is the nose. The nose, yeah, I think it turned out like 75% of the way there. There's still more I wanted to be able to do with it, but I can't quite figure it out, so I've left it like this for now. And again, in the future, you know what I mean, I might revisit him again if he changes his hairstyle and makes a reappearance into the boxing scene. At the end of the day, we've got the formula saved here, so you never know, man. We'll see what we can do. But in terms of other boxers to come into the game, I think next on my target is got to be Adonis Creed. I think the Creed series is probably going to be the next one coming up, and maybe if people do request Tommy Morrison, he's already in the game, but I could do one for him, because then that way at least his stats are going to be in line with the rest of the CAFs. Kind of what I've got in mind is to have, like, I don't know, a fair amount of CAFs available, and then people can just download them and then they can fight them off against each other, so you don't have to bother with the roster fighters, and that way the CAF stats aren't going to be too different from each other, so it will make it competitive. Whereas at the moment, I think if you put any of these guys against like any of the roster guys, like if you take the Mike Tyson and put him against Muhammad Ali, then he's going to have such a stat disadvantage. It's not going to be as exciting. That's why I'm thinking, like, if we're able to make more CAFs, and there's other creators out there as well, check their ones, you can have a decent amount of, you can have a pretty hefty roster to work with, man. You don't even need to use the roster ones, and these are, I don't know what you guys think, but I feel like these are decent enough to be able to, have a good amount of fun with it. So yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts behind it. But I want to have a look now at the goatee, if we can get to that stage. I'm not sure how many more bits we got to go through. Eyebrows, yeah, so for the eyebrow type I went for the first option, and for the eyebrow colors we're going for 18, 72 and 14. So one thing as well, I don't know if Francis is like gone back to MMA for like fully and a couple of more MMA fights, or if he's going to come back to boxing. But I wouldn't mind seeing him come back into boxing, but with that measured approach that he sort of had in the first fight against Tyson Fury, rather than the second fight where he was just a bit too confident. And he said himself, like in an interview afterwards or something, that there was something like off about him, something wrong with him or something like that. So maybe it was something like that as well going on. But I feel like he could have been a little bit more cautious around AJ, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's what it is, man. It's just a heavyweight division and he got caught. So, it'll be interesting. He's quite older, he's an older gentleman now, so maybe he's not going to make a reappearance into the boxing scene. But yeah, I'm not sure. But let's have a look at the facial hair at the bottom. I'm just going to put that to as dark as I can to hopefully get a little bit more punch out of it. I did the same with the hair on top as well, so hopefully now that should look a little bit better. For the body presets, we're going to be going in with nothing. For the top left one, I'm going to check out, figure out what that does, probably the Adonis one. For the skin tone, it's going to be the first one on the left, saturation 50, lightness 100, and the muscle tone options, everything maxed, man. For some reason that's not got to the max, my dodgy controller. And then yeah, that's Francis in a nutshell. For the tattoos, nothing on the tattoos. For the shorts, I've gone for the usual top left one. Short design is going to be the top left one, and I think I've just done everything with a black color. I don't usually change any of the stuff really when it comes to the actual designs. It just makes life easier if I just keep it like this. But if you guys want to vary it up, then go for it as well. It's going to make a difference between your different fighters and whatnot, but I'm just being lazy. So this is 0078 on the last bit of the pattern color. For the gloves, it's going to be the same kind of colors. We're working off the custom ones, no logo. For the main color is 00 and 20 on the brightness. On the trim color, it's going to be the same, 0020. Palm primary 00100, so that's going to be on the inside of the wrist, I think. And then secondary is going to be 00100 as well, and thumb color 00100. I think that's it for that bit. Let's have a look at the next bit. For the boots, we're going to be going in with that first boot style, and the base color is going to be 00 and 7, and I believe we're just going to be copying that same color, 007 and 009. For the rubber pads, for the laces, we got a 0093. For the lighter colors, 0093. These might be the defaults, I'm not sure, but I'll show it anyway. 009, 000, and the midsole color 0093. So one of the things I hope is that the devs don't go back on what they did when they changed all the weights and stuff and made all my calves fat. I don't know if they undo that change and everyone's going to be turning really skinny, but yeah, let's see what happens with that. But hopefully for now, this should work on a December version anyway. If anyone has problems in the future, just drop it in the comments, even if it's 2 years from now, and I'll see what I can do for you. For the stance, I've gone for orthodox. I think this is a nice fit for Francis, man. Look at that. Yeah, that's solid, man. That actually looks like Francis, the way he's moving and stuff. Like, it's a bit, should I say, like, yeah, man, a bit clunky, bit of a big man, you know what I'm saying? Ready for the action. For the punch set, I went for slugger, and I think it fits him alright. Yes, it looks like a nice little set for him. And for the block, we're going for the traditional block style. So look at from a 360 angle, gonna look like that. So that's a nice little preview there. For the fighting style, I've gone for boxer puncher, and again, someone who's going to try and work on a famous boxer puncher includes Alexander Usyk and Canelo Alvarez. Yeah, highly adaptable. Maybe who else have we got? Sugar Ray Leonard. Nice, not like that, is he? Yeah, so maybe slugger actually. More energy on their punches than hard hitting power. Tanking the ring. This is the boxing. Yeah, I'm going to change him to slugger actually. Let's put him as slugger, so that he's got the Deontay Wilder style kind of wildness to him. Health stats are actually okay. I'll take it back. I didn't realize. Yeah, the stamina is lower. Health stats are alright. Speed is alright. It's on the 80 range. I'm just going to have a quick look at power. Yeah, power's pretty alright as well. Power punching's high. Counter punching low. Guarding wise, I haven't changed any of that. And then courage, he's got a decent amount of courage because he managed to stand up from the AJ knockdowns quite well and, you know, pushed through. So these are his stats. He's not like a mad power man like he is in MMA, but he's decently equipped to do some damage against the other CAFs that I've created. For the trait selection, I've gone for bombs away, increases the damage of punches thrown by 15%, and I think I put it at tier 3, so it costs 20 points, so that's where he's going to get decent power from. Decent increased damage of thrown power punches by 30%, so yeah, I think this is where we make up for the power. And then flash knockdowns on opponents with left hooks by 15%, like the one he did for Tyson Fury. So it's just those 3 stats, and I didn't give him any others really. Let's have a look. Can we do something else to this? We could make his body punches a bit stronger as well. Should we do that? No, we need 5 points. What's a 5-pointer? All hooks by 10% accuracy. Should we give him a little bit more accuracy? I don't want to make him too OP compared to some of the other guys I created, so I'm just looking for a 5-pointer. We can make him a little bit faster, I guess. Yeah, we'll make him a little bit faster. Then there you go. He's a little bit faster now. He's a little bit stronger. So yeah, that's it for this one, man. Thank you all so much for the support. If my game is going to crash now, let's find out. I'm going to hit the save and exit, and if it doesn't crash, then we can have a quick look at all the characters. But let's see. Thank you so much. I'm hoping. Yeah, it didn't crash. No, it did crash. Catch you guys next one. I'm out of it. Peace.